Hey Robin,
Hey,
how are you?
alright, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So I have a couple questions for you because I did see you were changing some things around on Metafy. I saw you sent the replay review, which I still have to go in and accept real quick.
Mhm.
But I know because you have so many things booked out in advance that you're just kind of like sending in tips to justify the cost of that. And truthfully, I'm a little lost on it right now because Metafy also does take out a little bit of a percentage of it, so the numbers don't always line up so clearly. So I wanted to ask today: is today we're doing a VOD review session, right? That's what we said we were gonna do.
Uh, I don't know, I thought, today we would, actually, I don't know, I wasn't sure what we were doing today.
Okay,
I
so we're
mean,
both a little lost.
on the schedule, it's like, we're just playing, but,
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, let me take a look here. So,
and then the replay review that I submitted is, like, completely separate.
mhm. So yeah, because you had sent me an additional $4 on the 4th, which was our last session.
Yeah.
So but we didn't do VOD review last session. Last session was like for sure just like a live you and me talking kind of thing, right? You said we
Okay.
said at the end of last session that you were gonna come with a Slippy file of a Marth you played, but that's I guess you just submitted that through replay review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
All
I
right.
do have plenty of other replays if we want to do that, but
Yeah. Well, it's up to you. Like, you paid for it, you know. So how if
yeah.
you want to take your time doing it now, or if you want to just officially like have it for next session, that's totally fine. It's your preference.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I've identified so many things to work on that
Hmm.
I'm not sure. Uh,
You
like I
don't
feel
think
like
like
playing is
adding
more
more?
helpful.
Yeah. No, I get that. So yeah, why don't we play for an hour and if something super pressing comes out of it, we'll do that. Or if you just want to play again tomorrow, we can do that too. Okay. Basically, what I'm saying is I owe you one replay review session, so we'll hold on to that as a reminder.
Sure.
Versus Peach. Ready? Go!
That was a really good trip back.
Meant to be a down smash or a tilt.
What's that? Sorry.
You down smash? Did you mean to tilt?
Yeah. That was good.
Choose your character versus Peach. Ready? Go!
Okay.
Choose your character.
I want to pull focus because I know this is something that we've talked about before, and again, it's not something you're gonna be able to just like instantly, uh, stop doing. But two habits that have come up again in the matches that we've played once more are the double jump immediate out of hit stun and the get up attack. I do notice on the first two games, especially, you did when you did do the specific float we talked about, that you would like pause a little bit and think about what you're doing before uh, choosing a different option, which is good. So I do think you are. I do see the effort to mix it up there. Uh, just obviously, we're gonna have to develop that a little more. The other one though that seems to be pretty, and it could just be like you're focusing on other things. You're not thinking about this one as much, but it's the double jump as soon as you get out of hit stun, specifically at the ledge that we talked about before. The two moves I'm noticing it the most on are if I down tilt you at the ledge, especially at low percent, you'll seem, or like you feel like you're gonna go below the ledge a little bit, you're immediately using your double jump. But you don't have to. You could like double jump backwards or even just like float backwards and then double jump, you know? So try and look out for those a little bit more. Just because like I'm not killing you for it super hard right now, but like if you want, like I can specifically fish for it and you'll die at like 10% every stock, which I know isn't the most fun to play against, but maybe it'll help you like burn the habit out more if you want.
I mean, if anything, that seems more helpful than
Okay.
just normal.
No, sure, we can do that. Okay, so yeah, try not to double jump when you're off stage so much, and don't be afraid to just take the damage and go for an air dodge if you have to. You know, it's much better than dying at 10% because you don't have a jump.
Versus Peach. Ready? Go!
Nice.
Choose your character versus Peach. Ready? Go!
What?
It's Phantom.
Choose your character. Versus Peach. Ready? Go!
Nice.
Choose your character.
Do you see the double jumps happening while we're playing?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm sure you do. I just want to really emphasize how much of a difference it's making in our games. Just because you'll even if you don't die off it all the time, like which like sometimes you are, but even if you're not dying, like you're taking like minimum like 50-60%, and in a floaty matchup like Marth Peach, like that's just it's brutal, you know. Okay, but as long as you see it, that's the goal, right?
Peach. Ready? Go!
I think your recoveries have gotten a lot better outside of the double jump thing. Like before you went high, that was really nice. And I like that you're retreating with turnips a lot too. I can definitely see that.
Choose your character versus Peach. Ready? Go! versus Peach. Ready? Go!
Okay.
Choose your
Um,
character.
so we're about at the halfway point from our hour today, Robin, but I want to ask you, because I mean, I've been able to identify a couple holes in the game plan that are definitely like stopping you from, kind of keeping it a lot closer. So I want to know what you're working on while you're playing, and kind of what your thought process is so far in these games.
Um, I mean, I'm basically working on the stuff we had talked about, but like, um,
Can you be specific?
yeah, I mean, I guess like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just like, I don't know. Knowing what to do and doing it are very different. So
Yeah, of course. So
it's
like,
like,
oh, go ahead.
just like, I don't know. I guess I'm noticing the stuff a
Mm.
lot, but um, judging, I don't know. It's hard, basically. I don't
Okay,
know.
no, that's okay. Like I totally understand that. Like it's one thing to like know what you're doing wrong, and then another thing to like actually implement it, like force your hand to like make you stop doing the things you don't want to do. That's
Yeah.
I totally get that. Um, I just want to make sure you're like taking the most you can out of our time playing. So like when we talked about, well, I think this is I'm hoping this is your list because I didn't have the chance to set up my Notion yet. But when you and I talk about habits that we want to focus on more, like versus Marth, right? Like we have a whole list here on your Notion page about things that you're looking to work on. When you say you're able to identify things that are going wrong in the games that we're playing, but you're not really sure like how you can actually fix them, or like you're not able to get your hands to do it properly. Can you like identify like maybe like one or two like really big things that you're primarily focusing on while we're playing,
Yeah.
even from this list, or just if you don't have it written down, like you just know for sure?
I mean, just the idea of like, um, okay, going from a game where it's just like Marth and Peach on the screen and they're hitting each other to like stage positioning actually like mattering is like
Okay.
it kind of it like it's like really hard to implement basically because it
Yeah.
changes the entire paradigm of the game.
Right. So when you say that, you mean more like you're trying to separate like what's actually happening on the screen and like focus on just like pushing yourself in the center of the stage, less so than
Yeah,
like
like slowly pushing you to the corner and then edge guarding you as a game plan versus like just, I mean, while reacting to everything that's
yeah,
happening
of
versus
course.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's, I don't know, it's just very slow. Like
It's difficult. Yeah, I
it's
understand
hard
what
to
you're
not
saying.
get caught up in like
Yep.
micro stuff. I
In
don't
my
know.
opinion, that's kind of what I assumed what was happening, because I could tell like when you were throwing your turnips earlier, when you actually had like a couple advantage points, you're like hyper focusing on it, and like it kind of reads into your gameplay, you know, like you
Right.
like you'll often like hyper focus so hard on throwing those turnips that like you'll miss a really great opportunity for like a clean dash attack, which I know you're trying to stop spamming, but like, you know, that's also a free opportunity for you to get one, right? What you're describing right now, I'm glad we're talking about this now while we still have time, because what you're describing right now, in my opinion, is very difficult to practice in real time. When we talk about like stage control, that's something I feel like is much better to be pointed out and like improved upon in something like a VOD review anyway. Just because you can really break down situations about or concerning like spacing between characters or even spacing like around platforms, right? So for the next 30 minutes, if it's okay with you, my advice would be to try and focus more on things like either be your defense, like how you're recovering, or maybe your punishes, like what you're getting off of a turnip throw, or how often are you able to get like crouch cancel down smash or crouch cancel dash attack, you know, those types of things, because those are much easier to practice in a live like session like how we're doing right now, right? Because there's so many opportunities where those types of things or those types of scenarios come up, and you don't have to like while playing like break everything down in your head and try and like think of a neutral, even though like that situation is long already gone, right? Like when we're
That
practicing,
definitely happens.
yeah, for sure, right? So but this, when you practice something like punish or defense, like that's really good for just like playing friendlies, because like you actively are just looking for those things, right? It's you're trying to do it on reaction, less so than like thinking about it the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, my advice would be try and focus on more like those. Do you want to talk about specific things to look out for punish and defense wise, or do you feel like you already have a pretty good idea of what to look out for?
I feel like we've talked about defense a lot, and it's just about getting my hands to do it
Okay. Nope, that's
for a lot of
totally
stuff.
fine. Yep. Okay. So you think you're good to go?
I think we can try playing and see
Sure.
what
Yeah.
happens.
And like if you feel differently, like after a couple games, like absolutely feel free to speak up. We can talk about it quick so that we still have time to keep playing. But yeah, by all means.
I might try like pausing.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay. So that okay, I'll show you. This I'm like here.
Do you
and I
want to do it in a
neutral-
Slippy file real quick?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So yeah, you're saying.
Like this neutral full hop is like,
In my opinion, that's very dangerous.
yeah. It's just like, I don't know, I just like feel cornered and I feel like I need to think, but then
Yeah. It's
like,
a common
like,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like a Peach thing either. Like that's something every character does. Cause like when you're in the air, right? Like you often are just like looking at your opponent reacting so you can like throw out an aerial, right? Marth players do this all the time.
Yeah.
Doing this jump in the corner though is especially bad for Peach, or really just especially bad against Marth, right?
Yeah.
Because do a full hop right now. Like I'm not even close to you, right? But I could probably F smash you, right? From all the way over here. And that's not even accounting for like me drifting in and doing an aerial or like even a down tilt. Like it covers so much space. This is kind of why we talked about. I mentioned it in passing once, so I don't expect you to just like instantly know. But we talked about auto selecting something like crouch cancel. So when you're getting off the ledge, right, you can instantly hold down, right? And then you can react, and like that should be your reaction time, right? Because now you have access to crouch cancel dash attack. You have access to crouch cancel down smash. You can shield if you want to out of a crouch, you know?
Yeah.
Versus where you're in the air.
Loses to grab.
It does, yes. Except for down smash or dash attack.
Early down smash, but not like CC
Yeah.
down smash.
Of course, yeah. But like again, you could roll, right? Like I'm sure grab does beat most of those options, right? But if you're anticipating the grab, you also have options you can do to beat it, you know? So I try and see the situation that you're in, right? It's defense, right? So this is kind of what you should be focusing on when you're looking at stage control anyway, is really considering like what options do you have, what options do they have, and what do you think they're going to do, right? That's what people talk about when they say like take information from the set. Is the information you're looking for is you've been in this situation, I'm sure, a million times in the game already, right? What happened the last time? Those are the things you kind of have to look out for, because there is no one answer to get out of the corner, right? It's more about predicting what they're gonna do, right? So if you're scared about getting grab, maybe you do a shield, or maybe you do an immediate dash attack, right? It's all about spacing, reacting, and really taking information and making a good read if you can't react, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much how to deal with that situation.
Choose your character. Versus Peach. Ready? Go!
Are you muted?
No, I'm just thinking.
Okay, no, that's okay.
Okay. That in that case I got F smash because I was saving my double jump. But
Also, because you were holding in.
was I?
Either holding in or doing neutral DI, but that combo doesn't work if you hold out for sure. So yeah, you might have just been caught not holding a direction at all then, if you weren't directly holding in.
Choose your character versus Peach. Ready? Go!
Oh, that was almost really good.
What? That move's awful.
No, I was gonna say that game you honestly did a lot better, like gameplay wise.
Oh, I was just saying Toad is awful.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, that's Toad is awful. Yes, but no, you did a lot better that game for sure.
Versus Peach. Ready? Go!
Nice.
Choose your character.
Okay. Probably we have 10 more minutes, roughly. Any thoughts so far? Just trying to get inside your head and not let you feel lost or anything, you know?
Well, I just realized that game that whenever I'm on the ledge,
Mhm.
like actually grabbing the ledge and doing like get ups and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, I'm only looking at Peach when I do that, so I have to fix that.
Yeah, for sure. That's good that you noticed that, you know?
Like I knew I wasn't reacting, but I didn't realize like I was physically looking at Peach. So
Mhm. Yeah,
okay.
the goal is always to keep your eye on Marth if you can, right? Because that helps you
Yeah.
determine spacing too.
Yeah.
Versus Peach.
What the heck? I went nowhere from that.
Choose your character versus Peach. Ready? Go!
That was a great air dodge. You heard that double jump, right?
Okay, that one I was trying to like DI up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You just got tap jump. Or wait, no. You play on box, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh
you
yeah.
can
You know
still
you can
get
still
that
get it.
jump.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do one more, and then we'll do a quick recap. Okay.
Okay.
Versus Peach. Ready? Go!
I wonder how often that happens. I'm just trying to. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
No. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, there's like a reason. There has to be a reason that I started mashing up in combos. I just can't figure out what it is. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore, but it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to mash up. You'd rather hold it. Right. Just because it's a direction. Maybe it's the like SOCD
Yeah.
stuff on box. I'm not sure.
no, it's like, I think I'm trying to SDI or something. I don't even know.
Okay. Yeah. Against Marth, at least
It's just like, because some percents and stuff, you can like DI it like up and in and then jump out, and it's just
Yeah.
like, it's really good if you know when it works, but if you don't, then you just die always.
Exactly. That's okay. Yeah, generally speaking, I would probably try and avoid doing that against Marth, just because there's no the downsides definitely do not match the peak of benefit, you know. Okay. GG's. So yeah, let's do a quick recap on things to look out for. So in my opinion, the defense game is definitely the weak point right now, and there's tons of things you can do to improve on it, which is a good thing. That only means that there's opportunity for you to get better, right? Three things that if you want to add them onto your habit list that I would recommend trying to improve. Up B high more at ledge. And do it earlier. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I tend to notice that your up Bs are generally getting F smashed or just down tilted on reaction a lot. And you're forced to kind of just hold into ledge and either tank the hit or not. But that's only because you're drifting down instead of just mashing up B when you're out on the stage and I can't come hit you anyway, you know?
Okay.
So that would be one for sure. You can watch our matches back over, and you can definitely see a lot of opportunities for that. The other thing, start holding down. Like that. Start holding down after you escape a tech chase. Kind of the same situation that we talked about at the ledge, where rather than jumping in the corner, if you just hold down, you have the opportunity to kind of cover your bases and react to anything. It's pretty much the exact same thing out of a tech chase scenario. Just where, like, if I, like, say I don't know which way you're going to tech, right? And I try and throw it a down tilt and you just eat that with the crouch cancel, like, I'm taking 80%, maybe I'll be scared to start doing that, you know? So that's another thing. And then the final thing, once again, this one's probably the most important one. It's just work on not jumping out of hit stun. And if you want, even let me know if you're interested, but I do know of an SSBM tutorials video on, like, where they talk about, like, situations where that commonly occurs. But pretty much just yell at yourself
Okay.
every time you feel yourself getting comboed without a jump. That's what helped me do it. Get out of that habit the best. Whatever works best for you. Personally, every time I'm just like, oh my god, I know I should have done that, and I'll just say that out loud. It'll help me for next time I get hit by it, right? Look out for this habit. For this habit, especially out of throws and down tilts at ledge, because those are the two, like, easiest spots for people to just mass jump.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you got the jump disease right now, but we can cure you. It's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, any thoughts, Robin, before we end today? Any thoughts on what you want to do next time, or thoughts on the games, anything like that? Even feel free to just, like, list things you thought you did well, thought things you didn't do well. Really just anything. I'm trying to get you to be a little bit more vocal, just so we can make some real progress together, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think because I've been, like, practicing movement and stuff solo, like, it's giving me more time to, like, actually think during games, because I have to think less about button mistakes and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't know. I've been practicing like CCing fair into dash attack.
Yep. It shows.
In training mode it works, but I've been getting a lot of forward smashes in game.
That's okay. But, like,
yeah.
You're brand new to practicing, right? Like, maybe it's not a new concept for you, like, theory crafting wise, but for sure it is for you implementing it in your game, right? Like, if you compare our games from, like, a week ago, you barely did it all, but I definitely see you actively trying to do it more, which is the important part,
I
right?
used to practice a lot last year, but since I started playing again,
Mhm.
I've just, like, mostly been playing because I found it was easier to get used to the game that way. But,
Yeah, of course. You were gonna say something?
I think I'm starting to get more used to the idea of doing, like, occasional offensive options when I'm cornered.
That's
instead of
good,
just-
right?
Yeah.
Mixing it up with it's what that video we talked about before, right?
Yeah.
You gotta mix up your options to begin with before you can even play the mix up game at the ledge. But it's important, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
okay. No,
Just
but
a lot to work on.
yeah, of course. But, like, that's good that you're able to get those thoughts out, because it's once you're able to vocalize it, Especially even to me, where I'm able to like see exactly what your thought process is while we're playing, and or even after we're playing. Just because I want to keep you focused on what to get better on, and less so like throw a million things at you and just feel like you're getting defeated. I don't want it to be overwhelming by any means. Because it can be a lot for sure, and I get that. But no, I think you're getting better for sure. I do think the biggest thing for me that I'm happy to see out of you is that you're actually implementing the things that we're talking about while we're playing. Even if you're not getting it 100% of the time, the fact that you're like actually like the effort is clearly being shown when you're trying to do it, or even like I can tell when you're messing up doing what we're talking about. Like that alone is huge, because some people like they can hear it and they can think like, okay, like yeah, sure, whatever, like I know to do that, but then they can never actually recognize it in a game, And I don't think that's a problem really for you. I think you're actively able to like see these issues when you're either when they're directly confronted with them, like if I just like pause the game and tell you, or if we talked about it like in the session before, the next time we play, like I almost always see like you implement something from what we talked about before, and that's a really big, that's huge. So good job on that. Of course I'm gonna be,
if anything, I have like it's good when I can like recognize an issue and actually do something about it, but a lot of the time I kind of have the problem of like hyper focusing on mistakes without being able to like countermeasure them. But yeah,
the good news is that's merely just a matter of focus, like if we're able to really like change your view and approach of how you see the game. Like I know even you mentioned before, like you're just looking at Peach, when maybe you should be looking at Marth. Just small things like that, and they add up here and there. There's no like one specific thing that all of a sudden makes you like God gamer or anything, But small things like that, they do go a long way. And eventually we'll just have it so like we talked about this before, right? Like your autopilot game, you need to boost that up so that you can boost up what you're actually focusing on when you're playing,
Right, yeah.
So yeah, we'll get there. It's a slow process, but it's for sure one you can improve at,
Yeah.
So
one other thing is just looking forward to seeing how they like the online VOD review works out.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, did you want to actually do like a real VOD review session tomorrow? Rather than sorry, go ahead.
We could do that. Actually, I think we should, however long it takes, we should do the text review and see how that goes, and that way we have like a point of comparison if we do a live session.
Sure. So you want me to do the offline one first? Because the text review one, that's something that like you can just submit to me, and it's not something we necessarily go over together in a live session, right? It's kind of like
it's like
mail.
Like I put my comments on it, which I did, and then you respond, and then I have like a short period to respond, and then it's like finalized.
And that's like just outside of the hours that I'm actually like here with you, kind of thing, So yeah, we can definitely do that before that. I'll see if I can do that tonight, maybe. I do have a lot of homework though, so I might not be able to. I have my night classes.
Okay, well yeah, there's no.
But yeah, I'll see how long Metafy actually gives me to do that. Before
is it common to feel like your like a replay gets really outdated really fast, or
it depends.
I feel like I play a game and then like 1 or 2 days later I feel like it's not irrelevant, but it's like it's
not a representation of you.
I could about it.
Yeah, that happens. I feel like personally, it really depends on what I'm trying to learn in the game before I feel like, oh, like this really, really is not me. But I usually have to go like a long time, like a year before that. But I guess like where you're learning so many different things at once, like you kind of know like new perspectives on like what to look for in a game. Yeah. I would say generally speaking, probably just because of the level that you're at right now, I wouldn't say any VOD is necessarily like outdated, but or like sorry, they can definitely be outdated, but I wouldn't say there's nothing you couldn't learn from them,
Yeah, for sure.
Like maybe there's situations where like you move a certain way and you're like, oh god, like what am I doing there? I would never do that now, which like happens to me all the time. Like that's normal for sure. But Generally
I think
speaking, you can see situations where like, oh my god, I hate that one move. Like I always get hit by that, and like that alone is something you can improve on. You know?
yeah, probably some of it's just slippy brain because every
Yeah,
match is recorded now. So
yeah,
it's like, yeah.
for sure. Okay, cool. Well,
Okay.
we'll have our next session tomorrow. Whatever it is, we'll see. Um, I might. I was thinking about it earlier, but I may start offering some new types of lessons. I don't know if you'd
Okay.
be interested in that. But pretty much what I'm thinking is just stuff like you play a Marth for an hour, and like you and I just sit in a voice call, and like we talk about things that like I can actually watch like live what's happening at a Marth that's at
Mm-hmm.
your level kind of thing. We go from there.
Mm-hmm.
We could try that someday if you're interested. Or I have a couple other things. I'll put them on my Metafy page once they're actually up. But if you ever
Yeah.
have any ideas outside of that, what I have, and you want to run them by me, like you're booking my time, right? So by all
Yeah.
means, you can
I've
definitely.
actually I've tried that format of session
Mhm.
before, so I have some thoughts about it, but
Okay.
we can like talk about it in text if you want.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll let you go for the night, Robin. Thank you for the time, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see ya.
Bye.